Another white. Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back to River Blood. I'm Jamie B, and today we are crappie fishing. So I am out here on Harsha Lake, also known as East Fork Lake here in Ohio. It is May, looking for that spring crappie bite. I heard these fish are full of eggs and spawning. I've never fished this lake before. Today, you know, we're out here on the boat. So we get out here, start fishing. I'm gonna show you guys the gear I'm using, the rods I'm using, what I'd like to look for when fishing a new lake like this in the springtime for crappie. So let's get out here and start throwing some jigs. All artificial today, no live bait. Find a cove. That's the first step, finding a cove with shallow water and laydowns where these crappie could possibly be pushing up. There we go. Crappie number one right there, and he inhaled it. There we go. That is a white crappie. You can see his vertical lines. He's definitely a white. Look at that jig head. We started shallow. I started at 2 feet deep, seeing if they were up shallow yet. And I was marking a bunch of carp and getting snagged, so we came down a little bit farther to about 15 foot deep. I marked some gizzard shad. I marked a bait ball, and that was the ticket. I marked the bait ball and started throwing on these stumps out here. There we go. Get a quick measurement on him, and these are actually going in the box. We're gonna cook these guys up later on. Yep, and he is 11 inches, so he'll keep. Put him in some water for a minute. Anyway, that's a 1/16 ounce jig head. I've also got some 1/32 with a chartreuse, black and chartreuse. That's tuxedo chartreuse, just a silver jig head. So that fish, I let it sink to the bottom. 15 feet, I let it sink to about 10 feet, and just a slow retrieve back to the boat. My spot lock's got me all over the place. It's starting to rain a little bit. I had to bust out the raincoat. We had a 40% chance till this afternoon. The rain's gonna pick up. It's not too bad, it ain't gonna stop us from catching crappie. There's another one. Right off the same spot. It's another white crappie. Set the hook on him a little quicker. There's another one. Good one. Right off that tree. Oh, and he just came unpinned. Much better crappie there. Another white. Tell you what, I let that one pendulum. I cast past that tree, and I just let it swing by. Bam, nailed him. He got it as it was swinging by the tree. We're about 10 foot down on that tree right there. I'll do this again. I cast. I didn't let it sink this time. Close my bail. We're just going to let this bait pendulum right past this tree in the strike zone at about 10 to 12 feet. Now once it gets about vertical, we start reeling in real slow. That's just one technique you can use if you get tired of casting and slow retrieving. But that was a good crappie. I didn't even get to measure him, but definitely a keeper. There we go. There's another one off that tree. The same tactics. This guy's a little small. I don't know if he'll keep. Just at 9. So the rod and reel combo I'm using is a Fenwick HMG graphite rod, 1-piece, medium, light, fast. And that has just got a cheap lose on there, 2000 size with 6-pound monofilament. 4 would probably be better, or some smaller diameter braid with a leader. It's a brand new rod and reel setup, and it's doing the job. Typically when I'm river fishing, I use a heavier setup. I like a medium fast, not a medium light fast. But this is 6'9". 6'9" to 7'6" is a great option. So look at all this dead timber out here. There's trees falling into the lake, so it's typically what I'd like to look for. Searching for crappie. I mean, it just looks like something would be held up in that. There we go. Stay panned. Another white crappie. Just a little guy there, but the chartreuse, tuxedo chartreuse, is putting in the work for sure today. Here we go. That one surprised me. Oh, I lost him. Wasn't ready for that hook set. Over here paying attention to this carp busting. It's all right. Try again. I don't think that's a carp. I think that's a hybrid or a bass. These things are really getting after it up on these banks. I don't know what that is. They're going hard in there. What is it? Carp spawn? Or hybrids eating? What in the world? There we go. Just a little guy. Probably the smallest one of the day. More stumps, more crappie. Can't figure out what that is busting over there. Man, he barely makes it. Nine inches is the smallest. I really don't like keeping that size, but it's for the frying pan. I'm not gonna keep a limit, just a few. Whatever is over here busting, there's dead shad and a dead crappie floating there. It's gotta be hybrids. Maybe you guys can leave it in the comments what you think that is busting along the bank there. There we go. Nice little crappie there. Changed up my tactics a little bit and just hopping tree to tree instead of spot locking on these trees. They seem to be scattered out now. We got some in there though. This is a big part of my day right here, just getting snagged up. But if you ain't getting snagged, you ain't crappie fishing. There we go, got it. There we go. Nicely done. Here we go, another East Fork crappie. This guy fed the crap out of me. Yep, they're just staging up. The water goes from 60 to 30 to 20 to 15 to 2 feet back in here. And we found in that 20-foot shelf, that's where they're staging up around all these laydowns and timber. So I think we got enough for a catch and cook. So we're probably gonna go home and clean these guys up and throw them in some grease. So stay tuned for that. But I'm gonna fish my way out of here, and I will see you guys either back at the ramp or the house with some crappie. All right, y'all, finally back at the house getting ready to clean these fish up. And check out this new knife I got. It's the Serious Catch. It is German steel. Really nice knife, really nice leather sheath. Can't wait to use it. I got it for Christmas actually and just been sitting in there. But we're gonna go ahead and clean up all these crappie and get them in the frying pan. Get the grease hot, throw some Andes on there. It's gonna be delicious. All right, you guys, finally cooking time. We got all these crappie good and soaked. And it's so nice just being able to catch some fish and eat it out of a cleaner lake. As you guys know, I've fished the river so much and we really don't eat any fish out of there. So frying some fish from East Fork. It's a pretty clean lake. Right there we have one of my favorites, Andes. And it is delicious on crappie, that is for sure. This is really hard to do with one hand. We got that grease set to 350. Let her cook. I'll see y'all back here when it's done. Check that out. It's been so long since I've caught fish and fried it. And it is delicious. I'm gonna have to get out there and do that some more. But anyway, while I'm eating, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hit that like and subscribe. And if you want to check out some more fishing videos on the Ohio River, catfishing, crappie fishing, sauger fishing, I'm going to leave two end screen videos right here for you to check out. And we will see you guys on the next one.